Welcome, weary travelers, to the Library of Legend. I am Jack Tarlad. This is Read and Roll, the show when we bring on an unsuspecting guest to quest through one of our fighting fantasy, choose-your-own-adventure game books. I will be serving as game master as always, and today we have a very special guest. But last week, we had Paul Hadouken, who got majorly trolled by the chat. One person in particular, Insidious Bliss, donated quite a lot to keep spawning enemies to keep Paul on his toes. He got through it all right, though. The first game wasn't too great. He didn't roll great initial stats, but his second game, he rolled great stats. And he's currently lost in the caverns of Firetop Mountain. So we'll have to wait until the next time we see him for him to continue his quest. However, this week, we have a very special guest, a streamer, or I should say, a stream stress extraordinaire, someone absolutely brand new to the channel, brand new to the game. You can go and check her out on all of her socials, and links are in the description below. We have the wonderful Magitek Mags. Welcome to the show, Magitek Mags. How are you doing?
Hi, Jack. Hi, chat. Thank you for the wonderful and lovely intro there.
It's nice to have a warm hand on your entrance, isn't it?
That's what she said.
Yes, so you are here to serve as Lagarta said, let's all cheer for Jack's latest adventurer. Yes, because like no one ever wins at these games, as Abe likes to lament. So it's not likely that you'll get through on your first go. If you do, I'll be very surprised.
Do I win a prize?
Yeah, if you win, you get the accolade of being the first person to have ever won one of these games on this stream.
That would actually be funny. And me, who's like doesn't know what the heck I'm doing most of the time.
Well, so I'm to believe that you have not played one of these games before, because that's what you literally just told me in the back rooms.
Yep.
So this should be an interesting show. Like I said, I will go through some of the rules with you at the beginning of the game, and then there are some other rules that I'll go through as we encounter the need to go through them. Just keeps the show a little, or the start of the show a little bit shorter, and we can progress a little bit quicker.
Got it.
I'm just going to say hello to the few people that we have in the chat here at the moment. There will be more turning up in a short while. I believe that the real Tomby is streaming his RoboCop stream at the moment, but he said that he's going to raid us shortly. But we have Legatus Legionis in the chat. Welcome, buddy. It's good to see you. The best mod, the most hardworking mod on Tinterwebs. Welcome, buddy. And we've got Rick Cleary here as well. Who else we got? It's you. I see you.
Hello.
And I can see one other person lurking in the chat as well, but they haven't actually typed anything yet. But welcome, everybody who's here. So let's switch over to game mode. There we go. We'll put you down there, me up here with the duck.
Oh, so you put me at the bottom? Thanks, Jack.
Are you a hard top? I am. I'm not usually a bottom. I like to be up here with the duck. You know, he's my little friend, my little streaming friend.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the show, or at least before the show, I always send the guest adventurer the back of the book blurbs to 3 books, and I get them to choose one from those. But their choice may change, which it has sometimes, based on the covers to the books. And here are today's 3 choices. We have The Forest of Doom, The Talisman of Death, or The House of Horror. Now, you told me that you have chosen a book, but now that you've seen the book covers, has that changed your mind at all?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then, would you please tell us which book you've chosen?
The Forest of Doom.
The Forest of Doom. I think it's only been played once on the channel before. So, yeah, I was hoping that you was going to choose this one. I like this one.
I like how you put it in the placement as the first one in your message.
and also, it's kind of got the longest blurb as well that I gave you. So it's kind of, subliminal messaging. Anyway, I made you choose this book. Anyway, so yes.
You hypnotized me, Jack.
I did. I learned a lot from Darren Brown. I don't know if you know who he is.
Oh gosh, what does that mean?
So Darren Brown is one of these. He's called a mentalist.
Oh,
and
God.
So basically, what he does, it's like the power of suggestion. So, like, he'll do this trick where he talks you through how he wants you to think of something, but he's not going to tell you what it is that he wants you to think of. So he'll do things like he'll say, I want you to think of 2 shapes, and I want you to put one inside the other, and I want you to assign them a color. And then he goes, I'm thinking of a triangle. I'm thinking of a circle inside of a triangle, and its color was blue and red. The color really doesn't matter, but the hand suggestion that he made was that he purposefully does that, and it puts the idea into your head. So, like most people, it's just subliminal messaging, and they'll take it into their head, and they'll automatically put a circle inside of a triangle. So that's what mentalism is. He actually puts the idea into your head, and then it's like you think that you thought of it on your own, but you didn't.
So chat, that means Jack is mental.
I am fucking mental. We've got Paul Hadouken in the chat as well, our adventurer from last week.
Hey, Paul.
The man who got trolled endlessly by Insidious Bliss. And thank you again to Insidious Bliss for all those bliss kisses from last week. That's
great. I like it.
We'll put those kisses to good use in the production of the channel. Anyway, so as you can see at the bottom of the screen, there's a little banner going across, and you'll see from time to time the monetization options pop up on the screen. They're also in the description below. If you want to tip or influence the Adventurers game in any way, then you can by going to the tipping link in the pinned comment in the chat, and you can send us a donation or a tip, and it can influence how the adventurer experiences their game. However, I have changed it up slightly. Now, all of the monetization options are the same. However, what we're going to do from now on is we're going to make a pot that the adventurer can draw from. You'll still be able to make specific donations for specific things if you want to. So if you want to spawn an enemy, or if you want to grant the adventurer a specific thing, then you must say that when you're making the donation in the little comment that you're allowed to make. If you just want it to go into the pot, then That's what will happen. And so you will be able to donate as much as you like or as little as you like, and it can either go into the pot or you can specify something that you want the adventurer to have. So, I'm not going to go through all of them at this juncture, but if you do feel like donating, they're in the description below, and they will pop up along the banner on the bottom there. So, first of all, though, if you wouldn't mind doing all the things and the stuff, I always forget to do this. So I'm doing it now. Click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, get a thumb, stick it up on in there. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Right then. So you chose the Forest of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get on with it then. Get that music on as well, the background music.
Ooh, nice. Get some mood going on.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? Adventure sheet. I haven't loaded up the adventure sheet. There we go. Should be loading up shortly. There we go. Lovely. It's this one.
Okay.
Okay, so don't worry about the adventure sheet just now. The back of the book blurb that I gave to Mags earlier, the Forest of Doom, only the foolhardy or the very brave would willingly risk a journey into Darkwood Forest, where strange twisting paths wind their way into the eerie depths. Who knows what monstrous creatures lurk in the threatening shadows, or what deadly adventures await the unwary traveller? Do you dare enter? In a desperate race against time, deep within Darkwood, your quest is to find the missing pieces of a legendary hammer of Stonebridge, which was fashioned by dwarves to protect the peaceful Stonebridge against its ancient doom. Many dangers lie ahead, and your success is by no means certain. Powerful adversaries are ranged against you, and often your only choice is to kill or be killed. So, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting, isn't it? Bloody exciting. Right, so at the beginning of... Oh, yes, so I'll show you your adventure sheet. In a short while, we're going to be rolling for your stats.
Okay.
Your initial stats are what you will roll for... Hang on, that's not the right one. There we go. Your initial stats are what you will roll for in a short while. Your skill is what we will roll attack rolls against. That's kind of like your swordsmanship. And your stamina is your life force. Once that gets to 0, you're dead.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Your luck is something that you will use from time to time. You can either use it in battles, or sometimes the book will ask you to test your luck. What we actually test upon is your current luck. The initial values are what they will is the maximum that they will be throughout the entirety of the journey, whereas your current skill, your current stamina, and your current luck is what it may change to throughout the journey. Basically, your stamina will definitely change, especially during battles, and your luck will change when you've tested luck. Every time you test your luck, it gets deducted by 1.
Okay.
Your skill score doesn't change very often unless you're gravely injured and the book tells you to change your current skill. But these can go up or down throughout the entirety of the journey. Now, you start the journey with a sword and a backpack to store all of your provisions and gold and anything that you may acquire over your adventure.
Right.
You start with 10 provisions. Provisions act as meals.
Got it.
Each meal restores 4 stamina. Okay?
Okay. Gotcha.
And we can kind of stop anytime you're not in a battle and replenish your stamina. When you start the game, you are able to take with you 1 potion. It's either a potion of skill, potion of strength, or a potion of fortune. The potions can be taken at any time, providing you're not in a battle. They will replenish your current skill back to their initial skill. As I said, it's the maximum it will ever be throughout the entirety of the journey, apart from with the fortune potion, which is for your luck. When you use that, it will restore all of your luck back to its initial value, but it will add 1 to your initial luck as well.
Okay.
So I always find that one is the... Sorry, I'm getting interference there. The luck potion is the best bang for buck, because you often want that replenishment of the luck, and plus, if you didn't roll great stats in the beginning, you get an extra 1 when you use it. Provisions kind of replenish your stamina as you go along, so you could take the potion of stamina, the potion of strength, and restore all of your points, but you've got provisions to kind of do that too. But don't take my word as gospel. You can take any potion that you want to. So we're going to roll for your initial stats right now.
Okay.
So if you can get the dice roller ready.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So for skill, we roll 1d6 and we add 6 to that score. So if you can roll 1d6 for me, please. Nice.
6.
You rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Straight off. That puts you in a really powerful position. Okay. So your initial and current skill are now 12.
Okay.
For your stamina, I will ask you to roll 2d6, and then we will add 12 to that score. So can you roll 2d6, please? That's a 5 and a 6 by the look of it. So that's 11 plus the 12. That's 23. Wow. These are like almost, you are 1 point away from being the highest stamina. You've got the highest skill you can get. You've almost the highest stamina that you can get. Let's see how you do with the luck roll. So can you roll 1d6 and we'll add 6 to that score.
Okay.
It's not bad. You've got 10. Wow, Abe is in the chat right now and he's probably foaming at the mouth. The RNG that you have just received, it looks like the gods are with her today. The RNG bus is right there on your shoulder.
Hi, Abe, by the way.
Let's just say hello. Hey all, he's saying welcome. And a guy who is sleepy is also here. Haven't caught a stream in a while. That's okay, mate. Just turn up when you can. It's good to see you. Thank you and welcome to the chat. Right, so you can ask for this adventure sheet to be brought up at any time you like to check on your stats or anything that's going on. Okay. One thing that I will advise you right now is, in addition to the regular book rules, I've granted you the ability to interact with the chat or have the chat interact with you by granting you 2 lifelines, kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You can use Ask the Audience, where if you choose to use that, I will put a poll in the chat. Like, let's say you come to a chapter where you've got several choices and you can't decide which choice to make. You can ask the audience and I'll put a poll in chat and they can vote on it. Phone a friend is you get to ask one person in chat what they would do. And the third lifeline, I will be making a note of all the chapters that you visit. That lifeline is called backtrack. If you're not happy with a choice, if you choose to use backtrack, we'll always be able to go back one chapter and you can make a choice again. But you can only ever use these lifelines once per journey.
Okay.
Okay. So you've had a little bit of time now. What do you think you would prefer to take with you? A potion of skill, a potion of fortune, or a potion of strength?
The luck potion, is that the fortune one? Yes.
Yeah.
I prefer that one.
Excellent. Excellent. There we go. So we've added that to your adventure sheet. Throughout the game, I'll be, adding any notes that you want added to this adventure sheet.
Okay.
When we get to battles, I'll talk about the rules of the battle so that it just keeps the beginning of the show a little bit shorter.
Got it.
I will be doing a lot of reading, and all you kind of have to do is make a decision on what you want to happen.
Okay.
But like I said, it may be helpful to you if you want to make a map of your directions or any notes that you think may be useful.
Right. Gotcha.
So, let's have a look. Hints on play. There is one true way through Darkwood Forest, and it will take you several attempts to find it. Make notes and draw a map as you explore. This map will be invaluable in the future adventures and enable you to progress rapidly through unexplored sections. Not all areas contain treasure. Many merely contain traps and creatures which will you no doubt fall afoul of. There are many wild goose chase passages, and while you may indeed progress through to your ultimate destination, it's by no means certain that you will find what you are searching for. The one true way involves a minimum of risk to any player, and no matter how weak the initial dice rolls, you should be able to get through fairly easily. But you don't need to worry about that because you've got like top marks so far. Anyway, may the luck of the gods go with you on your adventure ahead. So are you ready to start your adventure, Mags? Are you looking forward to it?
I am ready. I was born ready.
Yeah, Abe's saying you're lucky git. RNGbus is strong with this one, indeed. And we've got Davyverse in the chat. It's a pleasure to see you, mate. Welcome to the show. It's nice to see you here in the chat. Who else turned up? I can see we've got 9 people watching. However, some of you may be lurking. So if you want to join in the chat, you're more than welcome to. For those who have joined us recently, I just want to reiterate that I've changed the monetization slightly in the sense that all the monetization options are still the same. All of the donation amounts are still the same. However, now you can donate as much as you like, but we'll have like a little pot for the adventurer themselves to choose from, so they will be able to, pull from that pot and use it on specific monetization options. However, if you want to specifically donate something to them, like for example with the £20 tip, you can spawn a random enemy, which is what Insidious Bliss was doing last week to Paul Hadouken. You can do that. Or if you want to donate £15 for the Chaos Coin, or the £25 for the Sneaky Squirrel, £30 for the Insta-Kill spell, £50 giving an extra life, or the £100 for reducing all of the stats, the initial stats by 1. Because that could fuck you up. That could, if someone like spammed like £100 over and over, you could have your stats reduced. So that's why I've made it so expensive, so that they can't, they're not likely to do that.
Okay, gotcha.
So, Prophetic Apathetic. Pleasure to see you in the chat. Welcome, guys. We're going to get started now on the background of the journey. So here we go. Here's the beginning of the story. You are an adventurer, a sword for hire, and have been roaming the northern borderlands of your kingdom. Having always spurned the dullness of village life, you now wander the lands in search of wealth and danger. Despite the long walks and rough outdoor life, you are content with your known destiny. The world holds no fears for you, as you are a skillful warrior, well practiced in the art of slaying evil men and beasts with your trusty sword. Not once during the last 10 days since entering the northern borderlands have you set eyes upon another person. This doesn't worry you at all, as you are happy with your own company and you enjoy the slow, sunny days hunting, eating and sleeping. It's evening, and having feasted on a dinner of rabbit spit roasted on an open fire, you settle down to sleep beneath the sheepskin blanket. There's a full moon, and the light sparkles on the blade of your broadsword skewered into the ground by your side. You gaze at it, wondering when the next you will have to wipe the blood of some vile creature from its sharp edge. These are strange lands inhabited by weird and loathsome beasts, goblins, trolls, and even dragons. As the flame of your campfire gently dies, you begin to drift asleep, and images of screaming trolls flicker in your mind. Suddenly, in the bushes to your left, you hear the loud crack of a twig breaking under some clumsy foot. You leap up and grab your sword from the ground. You stand motionless, but alert, ready to pounce on your unforeseen adversary. Then you hear a groan, followed by the dull thud. Sorry, not thud. That's my Brummy accent coming out there. I'm from Birmingham, so just followed by a dull thud of a body falling to the ground. Is it a trap? Slowly, you walk over to the bush and where the noise is coming from and carefully pull back the branches. You look down to see a little old man with a great bushy beard, his face contorted with pain. You crouch down to remove the iron helmet covering his balding head and notice two crossbow bolts. Put my teeth back in. You notice two crossbow bolts protruding from the stomach of his plump chainmail-clad torso. Picking him up, you carry him over to the fire and stir the dying embers into life. After covering him with the sheepskin blanket, you manage to get the old man to drink a little water. He coughs and moans. He sits up, rigid. We'll check that tip in a short while. Where was I? He sits up rigid, eyes staring fixedly ahead, and starts to shout, "I'll get them! I'll get them! Don't you fear, Gillibrand! Big Leg is coming! Big Leg is coming to bring you the hammer! Oh yes, indeed I am! Oh yes!" The dwarf, whose name you presume to be Big Leg, is obviously delirious from the poison-tipped bolts lodged in his stomach. You watch as he slumps down again to the ground and then whisper his name in his ear. His eyes stare unblinkingly at you. He begins to shout, "Ambush! Look out! Ambush! Ah, the hammer! Take the hammer to Gillibrand! Save the dwarves!" His eyes half close and the pain seems to ease a little, and his delirium subsides as he speaks to you again in a low whisper. "Help us, friend. Take the hammer to Gillibrand. Only the hammer will unite our people against the trolls. We're on our way to the Darkwood in search of the hammer. Ambushed by the little people, others killed. The map in my pouch will take you to the home of Yastromo, the master mage of these parts. He has great magics for sale to protect you against the creatures of Darkwood. Take my gold. I beg you to find the hammer and take it to Gillibrand, my lord of Stonebridge. You will be well rewarded." Big Leg opens his mouth to start another sentence, but nothing comes out but his last dying breath. You sit down and ponder Big Leg's words. Who is Gillibrand and who is Nostromo? What's all this fuss about a dwarvish hammer? You reach over to the still body of Big Leg and remove the pouch from the leather belt around his waist. Inside you find 30 gold pieces and a map. Jingling the coins in your hand, you think of the possible rewards which may await you just for returning a hammer to a village of dwarves. You decide to try to find the hammer in Darkwood Forest. It's been a few weeks since your last good battle, and what's more, you are likely to be well paid for this one. With your mind made up, you settle down to sleep, having taken back the sheepskin blanket from poor Big Leg. In the morning, you bury the old dwarf and gather up your possessions, and you examine the map, look up at the sun, and find your bearings. Whistling merrily along after burying this dwarf,
Right?
you head off south again at a good pace, eager to meet this man Nostromo and see what he has to offer. Now, turn over. Right, so, having listened to the background of the story, read in terrible voice acting, are you ready to start your quest?
Yes.
You'll have to excuse me as well, because I always say this on every show. I haven't quite worked out all of the sort of production things that I need to, so I can actually hear myself, and that's necessary so that you can hear me. But because I can hear myself, it's like half a second to a second behind what I'm saying. So I'm actually speech jamming myself, and I'm finding it very difficult to speak without like stuttering and blah, 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 you get what I mean? So I'm having to read the book, and often I tend to make a few mistakes. So you'll
good. You've seen my production value.
You've got a great show. Don't talk bad about yourself. And if you haven't visited Magitek's Mags, that's actually something I wanted to ask you.
What?
Does the Magitek come from the brand of controller?
No, it comes from Final Fantasy VI.
Ah, I see.
Yep.
Of course.
Come on,
Final
Jack,
Fantasy.
you should know me.
Yeah, because there's actually a brand of controllers called Magitek, and it's spelled in exactly the same way.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
I should look that up. That would be really interesting to have.
Anyway, let's just have a quick look at what they're saying in the chat. Lamau, Big Leg is bringing the hammer. Sounds like a porn title. Christ. Isn't Nostromo the name of the ship? Yes, I think it was. Is the name of the ship that Ripley from Alien is on. We're bringing back to whistling around casual death.
It's like a Marvel movie.
Nostromo. Oh, that's right. Yes, it's the Nostromo, not the Yastromo or the Yostromo. It's the Nostromo. But close. Close, but no cigar. Anyway, who said anything about burying? Birds got to eat too. Yeah, isn't that what they do in Tibet? They like put you high on top of a mountain and let the nature just eat your body.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How's the horse girl game?
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's addictive. I'm not gonna lie.
You'll have to fill me on the lore of this now.
It's a good anime horse game, basically. And like these anime girls are actually quote unquote horses, and it's literally just horse racing, but in a gotcha setup. It's crazy. Okay.
Well, I'll definitely have to check that out.
Oh, I think you'd like it, Jack.
Yeah, I love horses. I love anime girls. You know, in my mind, it's like never the twain shall meet. You know, but maybe this could be the marriage of a lifetime. So
it really is. I think it's bringing world peace. Honestly.
Right then, let's get on with your adventure. So, These are pages that are taken from the original books. They're all line work because they were written in the 80s. And so, yeah, that's the great quality artwork that you get with these books. Fantastic. I've got an entire book called Magic Realms, and it contains all of the artwork from all of the fighting fantasy books. Actually got it signed by Ian Livingston, who is the co-creator of these books. Yeah, so anyway, this is the artwork in the books. Let's get on with the adventure. Right. Your walk to Nostromo's takes a little over half a day, and you arrive at his stone tower home dirty and hungry. As the tower is set back on the edges of Darkwood Forest, some 50 meters away from the path you are following, it's difficult to find. Finally, you walk up to the huge oak door, somewhat relieved to find that it does exist and that Big Leg had not been speaking wildly in his delirium. A large brass bell and a gong hang from a stone archway. As you ring the bell, a shiver runs down your spine, and then you realize that the loud bong invades a deep silence which you had not noticed. There are no sounds of birds or animals to be heard. You wait anxiously at the door and hear slow footsteps descending from stairs from the tower above. A small wooden slot in the door slides open and two eyes appear to examine you. "Well, who are you?" demands a grumpy voice through the hole. You answer that you are an adventurer in search of a master mage, Nostromo, intending to purchase magical items from him to combat the creatures of Darkwood Forest. "Oh, well, in that case, if you're interested in buying some of my merchandise, you'd better come in. I am Nostromo." He then turns slowly, climbs the stone stairs. So will you follow him up the stairs? Draw your sword to attack him. Where's the rest of the book?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, where's that gone? Yeah, okay, so will you follow him up the stairs or draw your sword to attack him?
I say follow him up the stairs.
Yeah, this is a pretty easy one. You know, you don't want to attack this guy. You want to buy his wares. I mean, unless you're the kind of person who likes to just attack random people and then steal their shit.
Oh, like a protester?
Kind of, yeah. Right, so you follow him up the stairs. You follow the huffing and puffing old man in his tattered robes up the spiral staircase to a large room at the top of the tower. Shelves, cupboards, and cabinets line the walls, all filled with bottles, jars, weapons, armor, and all manner of strange artifacts. Nostromo shuffles past the general clutter and slumps down in his old oak chair. He reaches into his top pocket and pulls out a fragile pair of gold-rimmed spectacles. Placing these on his nose, he picks up a piece of slate and a chalk from a table next to his chair, and he begins to write frantically. He then hands you the slate. It's a list of items, and their cost is next to each thing. Now, you get to pick any one of these items. It doesn't tell you what they do right now.
Okay.
But it is apparent to you through playing the game that when you want to use, or the book will ask you if you have certain items, and if you have those items in your inventory, it will tell you what it does, basically. He tells you that the instructions for the use are written clearly on the labels attached to the items, together with their suggested use. He sighs and tells you that unfortunately the magic in the items only works once, but they are the best you can buy for the money. If you decide to buy any of the items, pay for them by reducing the amount of gold on your adventure sheet, and then add the items to the relevant sections on the adventure sheet. We'll go on with the next bit after that. Right, so just quickly bring up your adventure sheet, because I forgot to add the 30 gold. So you've got gold 30. So that's what you can draw from on this page.
Right, okay.
So the options are a potion of healing, which costs 3 gold. Potion of plant control, which costs 2 gold. Potion of stillness costs 3. Potion of insect control costs 2. Potion of anti-poison costs 2. Holy water costs 3. A ring of light costs 3. The boots of leaping cost 2. Rope of climbing costs 3. Net of entanglement costs 3. Armband of strength costs 3. Glove of missile dexterity costs 2. Rod of water finding costs 2. Garlic buds 2. Headband of concentration 3. Fire capsules 3. And nose filters 3. So you can pick one of each off that list. The entire list is on the screen there. All you have to do is tell me which ones you want, and it's up to a value of 30 gold pieces, because that's all you have. But you don't have to take all of them.
Okay. Yeah.
Or any of them.
Yeah. Just that you just need what you really think you may need, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you think you may need.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with definitely a potion of healing. Ring of lights. Can you scroll down just a little bit?
That's the nose. Can you see nose filters?
Yes. Is that the last?
That's the bottom of the list. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Sorry, I was trying to. It's a large list, and I just want to make sure I'm seeing everything. Let's see here. Boots of leaping. I think that would be good. Probably rope of climbing. And I'm thinking,
I think Eclectic Goat played this book, and she made the observation that she is in a forest, and that perhaps a potion of plant control or a potion of insect control might be useful.
In that case, probably even anti-poison, too.
Okay, so you want all of those potions, yeah? Or just the anti-poison?
So 2, and then 2. Yep. So that leaves me about 13 gold left.
So you want plant control, insect control, and anti-poison, yeah?
Yes. And then I think the last bit probably is going to be fire capsules, because of the fact that I'm in a forest.
Okay. So far I have a potion of healing, ring of light, boots of leaping, rope of climbing, potion of plant control, potion of insect control, potion of anti-poison, and you wanted the fire capsules as well.
Yes, sir.
Right, so how much is that? So
should be 10 left. 10 gold left. But I was kind of working with a calculator.
Yeah. 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14, 15, 18. Is that right? Am I missing something?
Potion of healing, plant control, insect control, anti-poison, ring of light, boots of leaping, rope of climbing, and fire capsules.
Yeah, I think I've made that. I'm gonna have to do it again now. Christ. 3, 5, 7, 9. Ring of light brings it to 12.
3.
Boots of leaping 14. Rope of climbing 15. And fire capsules brings it to 18.
I'd get 10 for whatever reason. So 10 left. Thank you, Prophetic. He's this.
Well, for me, you've got 12 left.
Huh. Interesting.
Guys, am I missing something here? What am I missing out? Jesus Christ. Potion of healing, ring of light, boots of leaping, rope of climbing, potion of plant control, potion of insect control, potion of anti-poison, and fire capsules. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things. Let's just have another look on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go with what the chat's saying. They're saying that I was willing to give you one extra, two extra gold, but the chat seemed to be saying that it's absolutely correct. So you've only got 10 gold left.
Yep.
They're siding with you. Okie dokie. Well, I'm happy to take it.
No, it's okay. So I guess it's really hard to, especially with it that I was picking at, different points in the list too. So probably that,
12, 15, no, 12, 14, 15. I'm gonna do it.
Apes.
Yeah, no, it's adding up to 18, but
I'm an accountant, Jack. You need to listen to me.
What are they saying in the chat? Let's have a quick look.
They're saying that I'm right.
Well, yeah, they reckon. Prophetic apathetic, welcome to the chat, buddy. Rope of climbing is 3, not 1. I counted it. I don't know what it is that I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing. Shut up, Rick. I read them aloud. I've counted them in my fucking head. How is 14 go to 15? Nothing is 1 gold.
Potion of math boost plus 50.
Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, he's prophetic apathetic's got it. I must have. I did quick maths and got it wrong. Don't worry. Yes,
is that common
you're right.
core math?
Mm-hmm. It's black math. Anyway, potion of maths boost.
That's why I was laughing at. I love that. Can that be added?
Right then. Right then, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Right, so I've made the additions to your adventure sheet, and I have deducted it from the gold. You now have gold, 10 gold left. Let's carry on with what old Nostromo's talking about. Right, so you tell him your story and your decision to continue the quest of the luckless big leg. Ah, yes, Nostromo says slowly, rubbing his chin. Heard that the good dwarves of Stonebridge had lost their fabled warhammer. Without it, their king is unable to rouse their people. Despite it, the fact that the hill trolls threaten their village. Rumor has it that the envious king of another village of the dwarves has sent an eagle to Stonebridge to steal the hammer, which it managed to do. But as it flew back over Darkwood, it was attacked by deathhawks, and the hammer dropped into the forest and was lost. Apparently, 2 forest goblins found the hammer and could not decide who was to keep it. They wrestled for hours but gave up, then discovered that the handle unscrewed from the head, and the argument was settled. One kept the head, one kept the handle. They parted, each happy with their new treasure. Who knows if they still have them? I'm afraid your problems are doubled. I can tell you that the head is made of bronze and the handle is made of polished ebony. Both head and handle have the letter G inscribed on them. Your task is not easy, so good luck. You thank Nostromo and leave the room by the spiral staircase. Turn to 177. Okay, we can get on with it now. So, outside in the bright light, you notice the dead quietness again. The narrow path leads northwards from the tall grassy surrounding of Nostromo's tower into the dense undergrowth of Darkwood Forest. In a few strides, you are surrounded by the dark and tangled forest. Stones and knotted roots seem to hide in the shadows, and you can almost believe that they are trying to trip you. The light fades quickly and the air becomes moist and unpleasant. Deeper and deeper you go into the gloom. Eventually, the path forks on either side of a huge oak tree. So will you take the west fork or the east fork? Oh, before you do that...
Okay.
We actually had a donation in real money. And it's a £15 donation from good old Rick Cleary. Thank you, Rick, for the donation. And what he's done is he said £15 for a Chaos coin. Now, the Chaos coin is an interesting one. And it's one that we've not had someone pay for on the show before. So, I'll explain what a Chaos coin does right now. What we will do is we will roll 1d6. And so there is a 1 in 6 chance of getting any one of these items. And it goes from 1 to 6, obviously, in this respective order.
Right.
So, the choices of the Chaos coin are: it will reduce all of your current stats by 1. It will remove 2 provisions. It removes 1d6 worth of gold. It could remove 1 potion. Or it could increase your stats by 1. Or it could add 1d6 worth of gold. So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to ask you to roll 1d6.
Okay.
5. Okay. Well, that that is incredible. Because it adds 1 to any stat.
My gosh.
So I will allow you to choose 1 stat to add a point to, basically.
Huh.
So you've got skill, stamina, or luck. What would you like to increase?
I think I'm going to increase luck.
Okay. And you've got the potion of luck as well, which when you drink that, it'll increase it again. So well done. However, it doesn't increase your current luck. So you've increased your initial luck by 1. So you now have a luck of 11, which is almost the top luck. Like, if you were to take the potion right now, the potion of luck, it would increase your luck roll to the maximum that it could ever be.
Wow.
But I don't suggest doing that right now. Wait until you've used a bit of luck.
Right.
Before you do that. Anyway, Rick Cleary, thank you so much for the donation of £15. The Chaos Coin had been flipped, and the adventurer was able to increase their luck stat by 1. Excellent work. Well done. So, anyway, on with the journey. Would you like to go east or west?
I think I'd like to go east.
Okay, here we go. The narrow path continues to cut its way through the tangled forest. A strange animal cries and noises echo through the trees. At last, the path widens to approximately 1 meter across. Soon you arrive at a moss-covered wooden signpost, on top of which sits a large crow. The arms of the signpost read north and east. Just as you're deciding which way to continue, you hear the words, "Good afternoon." You look up, and in the direction of the voice, you see the crow looking down at you inquisitively. "Good afternoon," you reply slowly, feeling a little foolish. The crow speaks again, asking which way you are headed. You reply that you are looking for 2 goblins, small, sinewy creatures with brown, scaly skin. "1 gold piece will buy my advice," states the crow confidently. So, will you pay the crow for its advice, ignore the crow and turn north, or ignore the crow and carry on eastwards?
I will say pay the crow for its advice. So 1 gold piece.
Okay, so I'll deduct that from your gold. You now have 9 gold. And we will turn to 343. You put the gold piece on top of the signpost as requested by the crow, after which it says, "Go north." You ask the crow why it needs gold pieces, and in reply, it says it needs 30 gold pieces to pay Nostromo to turn it back into a human again. You bid the crow farewell. If you want to go north, as advised by the crow, turn to page 8. If you would rather continue eastwards, turn to 239.
I would go north.
Okie dokie. Let's turn to 8. Don't forget you've also got backtrack as one of your lifelines, so if you don't like your choice, you can always go back a paragraph. Walking along the path, you hear the footsteps and arguing voices ahead of you. If you wish to meet their owners, turn to 317. If you would rather hide in the bushes to let them walk by, turn to 392.
Hide in the bushes.
Okie dokie. As you crouch in the bushes off the path, the voices get louder. Then 2 pairs of spindly legs in tattered cloth shuffle past you quickly, kicking up dirt and dust. The voices soon fade away into the distance. You step out onto the path again and press on northwards. Would you like to continue, or would you like to go back and see who they were?
Nope, I'd like to continue.
Okie dokie. Turn to 157. To the left of the path, you notice a large hole in the ground with a diameter of some 3 meters. Walking over the edge of the hole, you see it sloping off into the depths of the earth. If you wish to walk down into the hole, turn to 125. If you would prefer to continue walking northwards up the path, turn to 337.
There's a large hole in the ground with a diameter of some 3 meters. Edge of the hole is sloping off to the depths of the earth. Let's go exploring the hole.
Going spelunking. Let's do it. As you descend into the hole, you notice large amounts of slime secreted by some huge creature. If you wish to climb back out of the hole and continue walking northwards up the path, turn to 337. If you wish to carry on down the hole, turn to 15.
Let's avoid this slime. Go back. Go back northwards.
337. Okay. At last, the trees begin to thin out and shafts of light beam down through the gaps on either side of the path. As the path widens, you see a large cave entrance set a few yards back on the right. If you wish to examine the cave, turn to 230. If you want to continue northwards up the path, turn to 358.
Let's examine the cave.
Jolly good.
Oh boy.
Oh, who's this dude?
I don't know. Look at Chungus here.
Slowly you peer into the cave and see a huge shape of an ogre walking slowly over to a wicker cage with a bowl of water in his great hand. He is dressed in animal furs and carries a stone club in his belt. There appears to be a small creature jumping around inside the cage. You may pick up a rock and throw it at the ogre, rush in and attack the ogre with your sword, or leave the cave and continue up the path.
Let's be a rebel here and throw a rock.
Right, you're on page 230. Just in case you want to go back and make the decision again. So you're going to pick up a rock and throw it at the ogre. If you possess a glove of missile dexterity, turn to 55. If you do not, turn to 10. Well, you don't, so to 10 we go. You pick up a good-sized rock off the floor and take aim. You throw the rock with all of your might at the ogre, but are dismayed to see it fly past his head and crash against the far wall of the cave. You curse, but decide nevertheless to rush inside the cave and attack the ogre. Turn to 290. Well, that was a bit of a faux pas. But unfortunately, yeah, we've got to start your first battle. Right, so you draw your sword as you enter the cave. The ogre throws down the wooden bowl and lifts the large stone club from his belt. He grunts and lopes towards you. Prepare for battle. The ogre has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 12. If you win, we'll turn to 385. That means if you completely destroy him, we'll turn to 385. However, you may escape by running back to the path to head north, and we can turn to 358. Now, when you escape, it deducts 2 from your stamina.
Got it. Such
is the price of cowardice. But if you wish to continue with the battle, we can.
Let's go. Let's do it, boys. Let's roll with it.
Okay, so let me just explain the rules of the battle.
Okay.
What we will do is we will roll 2 dice in each attack round. We will roll 2 dice for the enemy and add their skill score to that.
Okay.
And then we will roll 2 dice for you, and we will add your skill score to that. Whoever has the highest wins the attack round.
Okay.
When you win the attack round, you get 2 deducted from the enemy's stamina. If you win the attack round, you can test your luck. If you're lucky, we'll deduct another 2 from the enemy's stamina. Sorry. If you're unlucky, we give them 1 back. If you lose the attack round, you can still test your luck. If you're lucky, we will only do 1 damage to your stamina. However, if you're unlucky, I'll take another 1 from your stamina. Does that all make sense?
It probably will once we start playing. Once we start engaging, so to speak, I guess.
Okie dokie, then let's bring up your adventure sheet.
Okay.
And let's start this battle. So the ogre has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 12. Right, so to start the first attack round, I want you to roll 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Okay.
2 4s. Gives them 16.
Okay.
And if you can roll 2 for yourself, please.
Oh!
1 and a 4 gives you 17. So you win the attack round by 1. And we will reduce their stamina to 10. Now, like I said, if you test your luck, if you're lucky, we'll reduce their stamina by another 2. If you're unlucky, we'll give them 1 back. So would you like to test your luck? Testing your luck means that you'll roll 2d6 and you've got to get 10 or below to be lucky.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to test it.
Okay. Roll 2d6 for me then, please. Excellent. You were lucky. So we'll reduce your luck score by 1 and we will reduce their stamina by another 2. So they now have 8. Right. Next attack round. Roll 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 4 and a 1. Oh. I put it in the wrong place. There we go. A 4 and a 1 anyway gives them 13. And 2 for yourself, please. A 6 and a 1. You've definitely won that attack round. That gives you 19 against their 13. We'll reduce their stamina again by 2. They now have 6. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Carry on, please.
2d6 for the enemy then, please.
Ooh.
A 6 and a 3 gives them 17.
Okay.
And 2 for yourself, please.
Ah.
A 3 and a 2 gives you 17.
Oh.
You've matched scores, which means you've parried blows and neither gets any damage. So next attack round.
Okay.
2d6 for the enemy, please.
Ooh.
2 5s gives them 18. And 2 for yourself, please. 5 and a 2 gives you 19. You win again by 1 point. And we'll reduce their stamina down to 4. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
I'd like to carry on.
2d6 for the enemy then, please. You get in the flow of it now.
Oh yeah, I am now.
3 and a 4 gives them 15.
Okay.
And then 2 for yourself, please. 4 and a 1 gives you 17. You win the attack round. We'll reduce their stamina to 2. Now, if you test your luck and you're lucky, you'll destroy the enemy straight away on this round. Otherwise, we can just continue and try and destroy them on the next attack round.
No, I'll just continue.
Okay, then 2d6 for the enemy, please. Oh, on a roll like that, you're bound to kill them because that gives them 11. And 2 for yourself, please. Yeah, no doubt. You did it. That gives you 19. That means you win the attack round and you've destroyed the enemy.
Yay!
Well done. Your first battle, very successful. How do you feel?
Feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always remember, you can escape on most battles. if things aren't going your way.
Right.
But if it, like, a score of 4 is the sort of, like, if you get down to a stamina of 4, that's like the last opportunity to escape, because it deducts 2 from your stamina. So if you were to escape on a stamina of 2, you'd be dead by escaping. Does that make sense?
I guess I'll find out. in that
Look, I got to be honest with you. Your stats are so high that you may very well be the first to get through this, get through a book. And if you do, poor old Abe is going to be foaming at the gash. Mouth. Yes, Steve, such is the price of being French. What is they are just financing their voices and are not the owners yet. What was that in relation to prophetic? Let's have a look. Yeah, as if Mags doesn't have all the luck in the world already.
Looks like we're having a Tombi raid pretty soon. So.
Ooh, fantastic!
Yeah, he's giving out the signals.
And Crimson Shadows in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, it does look like it was a Tombi raid. So thank you, Tombi, and everyone for joining. Magitek Mags has rolled some fantastic initial skill, stamina, and luck, and she's progressing quite well through the game. However, I got a feeling maybe she should have spent a little bit more money at Yostromos. Yeah. Yes. So we'll say hello to more people as they join, but we'll carry on with your journey for now. You won, so we'll turn to 385. As the ogre slumps to the ground, the creature in the cage jumps around even more frantically than before. So do you take a closer look at the creature in the cage, search through the contents of the cave, or leave the cave immediately and continue northwards?
Take a closer look.
168. Inside the cage is a small, sinewy creature with a brown, scaly skin jumping up and down. He is a goblin. Round his neck hangs a black shiny rod on a leather cord. If you want to unlock the cage door, turn to 116. If you want to leave the cave and continue northwards, turn to 358.
Maybe...
You are looking for something black, aren't you? Aren't we all?
Oh my gosh. I would say open the cage door, turn to 117.
Let's do it. Oh shit. Are you sure?
I am very sure.
Okay. You unlock the door and step back, drawing your sword in case the goblin tries to attack you. He picks up a wooden stool and, waving it in the air, he kicks open the door open and charges at you, screaming, "You must fight. There's no escape from this one." The goblin has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 4. So let's start this battle.
Let's go. See if my luck doesn't run out with this one.
Oh, it's doubtful. So let's delete the old scores there. What did it have? Skill of 5, stamina of 4. You should get through this fairly easy.
I shred.
Right then, so to start the attack round, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Okay.
A 5 and a 2 gives them 12. And then 2 for yourself, please. 2 4s gives you 20. You win the attack round. And we'll bring their stamina down to 2. If you want to test your luck and you're lucky, you'll kill the goblin outright.
Nope, I want to keep on going. Gotta save that
Okie
luck.
dokie. 2d6 for the enemy then, please.
Ooh.
A 6 and a 4 gives them 15. And 2 for yourself, please. 2 and a 2 gives you 16.
Nice.
You won by 1 point. You've destroyed the little goblin. And yeah, that's the end of your battle.
Nice. Woo!
Well done. You did it.
W.
Yes. Wins all round. GG's.
GG's.
Who was that just slipped into the chat? It's Shred Freak Games. Do you know him or them?
Yes, I do. Yes, he's my friend.
Welcome to the chat, Shred. And we've also got Atom Gray. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the chat. And JT was right. I know JT. He's your co-host, isn't he?
Yes, he is on Final Fantasy 14.
It's good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. Has Tomby joined yet? Is he here?
I haven't seen him yet. Nope.
Anyway, great to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Raiders of the Lost Stream. Ah, there he is.
Tomby, hi. Hi, Tomby.
It's good to see you, buddy. Thank you
Top
for
14. Brother, we will get to it. I swear to somewhere. We need to work on it. Yes.
I swear to somewhere, something.
I swear to the death of the goblin that I just killed.
And we've got Anonymous in the chat as well. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming around and aimed at Mags, not Jack.
I think,
You sure?
I'm pretty sure, Shred. Hi, Tommy. Mwah.
Well, thank you very much for bringing all of your chatters here, Tomby. It's a pleasure to see you. Thanks for the raid. And Mags is actually doing incredibly well at the moment. If we just bring up your adventure sheet, she has rolled some of the most fantastic stats I've ever seen on this channel. Throughout any adventure, she has got like the best stats. I don't even remember anyone rolling a 12. Maybe Tomby did, actually. I think maybe Tomby did.
Then I'm in good company.
Absolutely. Anyway, let's get on with the story.
All right, let's go.
So you won the battle, turn to 232. You bend down over the lifeless body.
I bend over.
Giggity. You bend down over the lifeless body of the mad goblin and examine the rod around its neck. The rod is made of ebony and there is a screw head thread at one end. You are excited to see the letter G neatly inscribed at the other end of what must be the handle of the dwarvish warhammer. You put your find in your backpack and add 1 luck point.
Woo!
So we'll do that now. So add 1 luck point. So you now have 10 again. And a ebony handle. Which is 1/2 of the hammer, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
That is most definitely something you are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wish to search through the contents of the cave, turn to 263. If you wish to leave the cave and turn northwards, turn to 358.
Let's continue to be curiosity cats here.
Okie dokie.
Let's explore the cave. Uh-oh.
It's a shame.
We got a coin.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what is he doing now, Tommy? He's probably doing this on purpose. Oh, Lord.
Well, I just wanted to ask, did you bring Mog with you at all?
Mog?
Is Mog sitting next to you?
No. Why? You don't like Mog?
Oh, no. I think Mog is a really cute thing to have on the stream. I was thinking about maybe adding something like that to my streams.
Yep. I would love to customize it a little bit more to be like an actual like Final Fantasy themed, but like that's as good as it will get right now. So.
Well, for now, you do have a new pet.
I do.
It doesn't like you very much, though, because Tomby has donated 20 whole poundy woundy dibdobs to spawn the mimic. He says, "I just wanted to teabag Mags. Summon the mimic." The mimic has been summoned.
I'll be like free run getting caught with the mimics.
What this means is Tomby has actually just spawned a random enemy. And what we're going to do now is roll the enemy's stats, and you have to battle them right now. Okay,
let's go.
Okay, so we roll for their skill first. And so if you can roll 1d6, please. Sorry, if you can roll... let's have a think about this. Yeah, roll 1d6, please.
Okay, 1d6.
Oh, dearie me. 1d6, we'll add 3 to that, so that equals 8. And now if you can roll 2d6, please. Ah, well that's not hard at all. I'm gonna bump that up to... Yeah, I'm gonna add another 5 to that. So it's got a skill of 8 and a stamina of 10. Because I want this battle to last a little bit longer than like a stamina of 5. So
are you intentionally trying to squander my luck here?
Actually, I'm just trying to give Tomby's money's worth. So
this is Tomby's way of trying to get back to me.
Let's start the battle then. Yes, so roll 2d6 for the enemy. Let's go and do that. Oh dear.
Here we go.
6 and a 4 gives them 18. And then if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please. 6 and a 5 gives you 23. Nice. You won that attack round. We'll bring their stamina down to 8. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Carry on, sir.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy then, please.
Oh, what the heck?
I'm going to take that as a 5 and a 1.
Okay.
And that gives them 14. And 2 for yourself, please.
Tomby, I was stuck. Leave me alone.
Sure thing. Yeah, sure thing. A 3 and a 4 gives you 19. You win the attack round, and we'll reduce their stamina to 6. And so, would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Poor little foot. Tomby, one of these days, I'm gonna get you, brother. You're not. I am.
Ooh. 6 and a 4 gives them 18.
I may not win that part.
Who knows? It depends. If you get snake eyes, maybe not. A 3 and a 2. Oh, you've incurred your first battle wound. So the enemy wins that attack round. Will reduce your stamina down to 21.
Okay.
Now, you can test your luck. If you test your luck and you're lucky, we'll give you 1 point back. If you're unlucky, we'll take another 1 away from you.
Okay, I will test my luck then.
Okie dokie. If you roll 2d6, please, you've got to get 10 or below. Jolly good. You did it. So we'll reduce your luck to 9 and we'll give you a point back. You've now got 22 again. So for the next attack round, let's roll 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 1 and a 4 gives them 13. It should be fairly easy to beat. 2d6 for yourself, please.
Oh, there you
5 and a 1 gives you 18. Yeah, you definitely. I thought to myself, there's no way she's going to lose that one, surely. We'll bring their stamina down to 4. Do you want to test your luck or carry on?
Nope, carry on.
2d6 for the enemy then, please.
Uh-oh.
5 and a 5 gives them 18 again. And 2 for yourself, please. 2 and a 3 gives you 17. You lose again. Oh.
Max minimum is 14.
So we've reduced your stamina to 20. Would you like to test your luck to mitigate any damage or carry on?
Nope, carry on.
Okie dokie then. 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 2 and a 2 gives them 12. And 2 for yourself, please. 2 and a 1 gives you 15. That's not bad. You win the attack round. They're at a stamina of 2 now. Would you like to test your luck? If you're lucky, you'll wipe them out. Or carry on?
I will carry on.
2d6 for the enemy then, please. A 3 and a 1 gives them 12. Yeah, I was looking at Tombies. What's it then? Gives them 12 and 2 for yourself, please.
Oh, what is
I'm
that?
going to take it as a 4 and a 1, but you still get 17, which means that you win the attack round, you've won the battle, you've beaten this bastard back.
I got you back, Tommy. You can't bring me down.
Congratulations, Mags. You win yet another battle. You are most apt with your sword. Like most adventurers. You've won all of your battles so far. Congratulations. Anyway, thank you so much.
You're sure enough that you're already down.
Emotional damage.
Oh, yeah, that is definitely would be applicable here.
This is a sus amount of luck, says Abe.
And this is with Jack upping the stamina.
Yes, I even made them a little bit more powerful than what you rolled. Yes, indeedly doodly. Rick is suggesting that you eat 1 provision. That would bring you back up to, let's have a look what you're at. You're at 20 now. So 1 provision would restore 4 points. So it would bring you back up to your maximum of 23, and it would negate one of the points that you could earn with the provision. So it's up to you. You can eat a provision now if you want to.
You know what? I've already had 3 battles. I probably am hungry, so eat 1 provision.
Okie dokie.
Need to have a victory meal at some point.
Right then. So you're at now 9 provisions, and you are maxed out again, apart from your luck. But you're still doing pretty good on the luck front. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, that's right. So let's have a look. You put it in your backpack. Add 1 luck point. You wish to search the... Yeah, we did that. So you're going to search through the cave, yeah?
Yep, search through the cave.
There is not much of interest to be found in the cave. A straw bed, stone jars, a table, and a chair are all that are immediately visible. But on a stone shelf above a bed, a small silver box catches your eye. If you want to open the silver box, turn to 126. You would rather leave and go north. Without the silver box, turn to 358.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? So I assume you're... let's just take that off there again. I assume you're asking to open the box.
Yes, sir.
Okie dokie. You gently prise off the lid, but as you do so, a yellow gas escapes and envelops your face. If you possess the nose filters, turn to 365. If not, turn to 22.
Nope, I do not. What's gonna happen to me, y'all?
Now, I just want to remind you, you do have a backtrack, and you do not possess the nose filters. Your journey could end on the next page.
Maybe I need to do a backtrack. Yeah, I'm gonna do a backtrack.
I always like it when they use the backtrack, because it means that I don't have to keep track of where the paragraphs are anymore.
That's why you were trying to influence me there, Jack.
It's your choice. I try not to influence. Yes, Tom B, you were cupcaked temporarily by the box. But anyway, the last page was 263, so we'll go back there. Oh, let's not give you too much of an idea of what's going on.
Oh, I don't know what was going on there. Okay, so
instead of opening the silver box, we'll turn north. Yes? Okay, so walking along the path, you do not notice a rope noose hidden beneath some fallen leaves ahead of you. Your foot catches the noose and suddenly you are hauled into the air by the rope, which is tied to a sprung tree. In a second, you are hanging upside down, suspended by your trapped foot. Test your luck. If you're lucky, your sword remains in its scabbard and you are able to cut yourself down from the man-trap. If you're unlucky, your sword slips from its scabbard and it drops to the ground, leaving you dangling helplessly. So let's get your adventure sheet up.
Okay.
And I want you to roll 2d6, please, and you've got to get 9 or below on 2d6. Easy. So you've now got a current luck of 8, and you are able to cut yourself free. Turn to 40. You get to your feet and curse, brushing the dirt from your clothes with your hands. You are tempted to wait around to discover who set the trap, but decide against it. Turn northwards by turning to 274. You notice a knotted vine hanging down to the ground from a tree to your left. You look up and see a roughly made treehouse amid the branches. If you want to climb up the vine to the treehouse, turn to 195. If you wish to continue walking north, turn to 109.
Let's investigate this treehouse. Uh-oh!
Uh-oh, it's Tom B. Waiting for you in the treehouse. You reach the top of the vine and scramble onto a wooden platform. A sheet made from leaves and ferns covers the entrance to a small covered living area. As you approach, the sheet is thrown back, and from behind it steps a large, hairy ape. Oh, it can't be Tom because it's large. He's tiny, he's thimble-sized.
And you call me short, Tomby.
Yes, the large, hairy, ape-like creature wearing only an animal hide loincloth. He's holding a large bone in his right hand and grunts at you. He is an ape man. You may draw your sword and attack, or jump off the platform to the ground 5 meters below.
Let's see here. Let's draw sword and attack. Why not?
Okie dokie. The ape man is very agile around the tree, and you have difficulty brandishing your sword. You must deduct 2 from your attack strength during each attack round.
Okay.
If you win, turn to 207, but you may escape by jumping off the platform to the ground 5 meters below.
Let's keep going. Let's attack. Let's go.
You can escape at any time during the battle. Okay.
Right.
But you will deduct 2 points for doing that, and there may be some kind of penalty for jumping from the platform 5 meters below as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, let's go ahead and attack.
Let's do it then. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Bring up your adventure sheet. The ape man has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 7. So let's start your battle. I just want to bring down the volume of the music a little bit. And also, whilst I'm thinking about it, I'm just gonna change my where's it gone, noise gate settings, because I'm noticing some of my words are being cut off. Right, okay, let's start the first attack round. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
All right.
A 5 and a 1 gives them 14.
Okay.
And 2 for yourself, please. A 2 and a 5, a 2 and a 5 gives you 19. So you win the attack round, and we'll bring them down to 5. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Carry on.
2d6 for the enemy, please. A 6 and a 1 gives them 15. And 2 for yourself, please. A 5 and a 3 gives you 20. You win the attack round, and we'll bring their stamina down to 3. Okay, test your luck or carry on?
Carry on.
2d6 for the enemy then, please. A 6 and a 2 gives them 16. And 2 for yourself, please. 5 and a 2 gives you 19. You win the attack round again. And that gives them a stamina of 1. If you test your luck and you're lucky, you'll destroy them, but we can just try and carry on if you want.
I'm just going to carry on.
2d6 for the enemy then, please. 5 and a 1 gives them 14. Hardly really an opponent, this one. 2d6. Yeah, no worries there.
I did 23. The killing blow.
that is a massive killing blow. 23.
That's a critical hit.
It is. Crit hit.
Crit hit.
So congratulations. Well done again, Mags. You've destroyed yet another enemy. A big hairy bastard. And we'll turn to 207. You step over the body of the ape man and entering his living area. Animal bones and rotting fruit litter the door. The ape man's bed is made of moss and lichen and seems to be crawling with bugs. You shudder and step back out onto the platform. Then you notice a copper bracelet around the ape man's wrist. If you want to put it on your wrist, turn to 302. If you would rather climb down the vine to the path and carry on walking northwards, turn to 109.
Put on the bracelet.
You twist the bracelet onto your wrist, and a powerful feeling surges through your arm and makes you jump. Your arm feels strong. You now possess a bracelet of skill, which will... Do you know what as well? I've just thought about something.
Uh-oh.
We were supposed to deduct 2 points from every...
Uh-oh.
What's it?
Oh, that's right. We were.
Ah.
Did
Well,
you
that
want
was
to?
my fault.
Okay.
Well done. You did it anyway. I'm not going back. I
Okay,
can't
we're not
remember
going
what
back.
fucking page it was. Anyway, so you have now the bracelet of skill, which will allow you to add 1 point to all future dice rolls when computing your own attack strength during combat, as long as you wear it. Note this on your equipment list, and you climb down the vine and continue northwards. So,
Even prophetic says you didn't deduct it, but it didn't matter. Same results, even with the deductions. So
well, there you go then.
yep. So it's still is it's real.
So it gives you plus 1 skill whenever we're doing any future dice rolls in a battle. Well done. You're doing really well.
Thank you. I have no idea what I'm doing too.
Pardon?
I have no idea what I'm doing too.
I know. First time playing, and you're doing extremely well. Right, anyway, turn to 109. So, soon the path leads out of the trees and into a large plain with tall grasses. Beyond it you see rising ground, and further off some low hills. The path splits off and goes in 3 directions. If you want to go east, turn to 124. If you want to go west, turn to 124. If you want to go east, turn to 72. Or if you want to continue north, turn to 309.
Let's continue north.
Okay then. 309. The path cuts through the grass, which is about a waist high. Although your visibility is good, you feel uneasy about the creatures which may be stalking you on either side. Suddenly, the grass to your left moves and 2 wooden tubes appear, pointing straight at you. They are blowpipes belonging to 2 pygmies who blow darts at you. Test your luck twice, once for each dart. If you're lucky both times, neither of the darts hit you. Turn to 77. If you are unlucky, then either 1 or 2 of the darts will lodge into your neck.
Ooh.
So, let's bring up your thingamy-bob. Now, I want you to... I'm going to give you a quick hint here.
Okay.
Before you test your luck, you could drink that potion of luck right now. Not only will it take your luck all the way back up to its initial value, it will add 1, which means your first dice roll will most definitely be lucky, and that 1 dart will not hit you, because you can't get more than 2. You can't get more than 12 on 2d6. So if you were to take the potion of luck right now, it would increase your stats to 12, or your luck stat to 12.
You know what?
But you don't have to. You could keep it.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and drink the pot of luck.
Okay.
Potion of luck or whatever.
Yeah. So you've got now an initial luck value of 12, which is the highest it can ever be. And a current luck value of 12.
You're muted. I can't hear you. I don't hear anything.
That is weird.
Okay.
Can the people... I just need to hear... can the people in the chat still hear me? So Rick is saying...
I don't hear anything.
Okay.
I don't hear anything at all. I don't hear music or anything.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, I'm just telling her in the private chat to don't worry, to leave and come back in. You leave and then come back in.
Got it. Yep, got it. All right. Hold on 1 second. Da-da-da. Oh, hold on. How do I leave?
Yeah. I just try and catch up with the comments. She'll get that back anyway, thanks to the armband. Yes, perhaps. She won fair and square. She did. She did a very good job as well. So, yeah, you guys can hear me. Good job. I'm glad that you can hear me. She hasn't come back into the studio yet. But as soon as she does, we'll bring her back on. Interesting. I wonder why that happened to her. Okay, she's back. Can you hear me now, dearie?
I hear you loud and clear. I have no idea what happened. I didn't touch anything.
It's StreamYards. This happened on when Scream Queen Selena did her adventure. For some reason, everything started messing up for her. Like, she couldn't see the screen, she couldn't hear me, and she kept having to come back in and out. So, don't worry, it's happened before. If it happens again, just tell me, I can't hear you, gonna leave, come back.
Okay. Because it even changed even my sound, my input and output settings completely.
Wow, that is weird.
And I'm like, I've been sitting here this entire time not touching nothing. So I'm just like...
Well, I'm glad to have you back anyway, because you're doing so well, and it would be a shame to have lost you at this point in the adventure. Right, so I'm only going to get you to roll once for the first dart, or for the second dart. Because the first dart doesn't hit you because you can't get higher than 12 on 2d6, and I'm going to automatically reduce your luck down to 11 because you've rolled one luck, and now you've got to roll for the next luck test. So now, if you would roll 2d6, please, and you've got to get 11 or below or on 2d6. So unless you roll 2 6s right now, you will be lucky. Easy. Easy.
Easy.
There you go. So you now have a current luck of 10, and neither of the darts have hit you.
Bingo.
Okay. If you're lucky, both times neither of the darts hit you, turn to 77. The pygmies quickly turn and run off into the grasses. Will you draw your sword and run into the grass after them, or continue north along the path?
I'm going to be bold and just go after them.
Okay, you quickly catch up to the two brown-skinned pygmies. They are wearing grass skirts, and as they stop, they turn to face you. You notice that each has a small bone through his nose. Oh, it's that kind of pygmy. This was written in the 80s.
Oh,
it was a different time back then.
Getting it now, no. Oh, no.
They draw their daggers and both attack you at once. Both will have a separate attack on you in each attack round, but you must choose which of the two you will fight. Okay. Attack your chosen pygmy as in a normal battle.
That seems so weird to say. Attack your chosen pygmy.
Against the other, you will throw for your attack strength in the normal way, but you will not wound it if your attack strength is greater. You must just count it as though this basically you count it as a parry. Of course, if its attack strength is higher, then it has wounded you in the normal way. I'll explain a little bit more. I'll go over it as we play. So if you wish to escape and run back to the path to the north, you can do, but otherwise we can carry on and you can try to escape at any time. So are you ready?
I am ready to attack. Let's go.
Okay. So let's bring up your adventure sheet. You have 2 enemies to fight this time. Both have a skill of 5. The first has a stamina of 5, and the second has a stamina of 6.
Yep.
6. There we go. Right, so just so that we can recap, what you're going to do in each attack round is you're going to pick either Pygmy A or Pygmy B. That's the one that you're choosing to do damage to.
Okay.
But you will also roll for Pygmy A or B, whichever one you don't choose. And if your attack strength is higher, it's just as though you've parried against them, so you won't do any damage. But if they win the attack round, then they will damage you. Okay?
Gotcha.
Okie dokie. Let's get on with it then. So, do you want to choose Pygmy A or Pygmy B?
Pygmy A.
Okie dokie. Roll 2d6. Put my teeth back in. Roll 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Uh-oh.
That's a 5 and a 6. Gives them 16.
Okay.
And 2d6 for yourself, please. A 5 and a 4. Gives you 21. You win the attack round. And we'll reduce their stamina to 3. Now you've got to roll for Pygmy B.
Okay. 2.
2d6 for the enemy. A 6 and a 4 again. Gives them 15. And 2 for yourself. That's a 6 and a 1. Gives you 19. You win the attack round. Which means you don't do any damage to them and they don't do any damage to you. Now, pick for the next attack round. Pygmy A or B.
A.
Okie dokie. 2d6 for the enemy, please. That's a 2 and a 2. Gives them 9. And 2d6 for yourself, please. A 3 and a 2. Gives you 17. You win the attack round. That brings them down to a stamina of 1. Would you like to test your luck or carry on with rolling for Pygmy B?
Carrying on. So.
Okay, then roll for Pygmy B, please. 2d6. A 5 and a 2 gives them 12. And 2 for yourself, please. A 6 and a 2 gives you 20. You win the attack round, which means no harm is done. Right, would you like to... Oh, no. Yeah, so 2d6. Oh, hang on. Wait. Which monster you rolling for?
Pygmy A. So...
Okay.
First one.
2d6 for the enemy then, please.
Alright.
A 4 and a 1 gives them 10. And 2d6 for yourself, please. 3 and a 6 gives you 21, which means you've won the attack round as far as Pygmy A is concerned. And you've defeated that enemy. And now you still have to roll for Pygmy B for their attack round. So 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 3 and a 2 gives them 10. And 2 for yourself, please. A 6 and a 3 gives you 21, which means that you parried blows and no harm is done. So now you're battling Pygmy B on their own. Roll 2d6 for the enemy, please. Ooh, a 6 and a 5 gives them 16. And 2d6 for yourself, please. A 5 and a 3 gives you 20. No problem there. And we'll bring their stamina down to 4. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Just carry on.
Okay, then 2d6 for the enemy, please. Snake eyes. Gonna give them 7. And then 2 for yourself, please. A 5 and a 1 gives you 18. I mean, against 7, you were always going to win that attack round.
Yeah.
That's given them a stamina of 2. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Carry on. Crack on.
2d6 for the enemy then, please. 2 and a 3 gives them 10. And 2d6 for yourself, please. Let's see if we're 1. 3 and a 3 gives you 18. Yeah, no doubt. You've done it. You've defeated the old pygmies with their bones in their noses. Well done. You did it. So there we go. Yes. We'll turn to 205. Each pygmy has a leather pouch hung around its neck. You find 3 gold pieces. I think that's supposed to say each. So you've found 6 gold pieces and you take the path to continue northwards. So you now have 15 gold.
Okay.
Lovely. Well done. You
Nice.
are doing so well. Is Adam Gray coming in with the big questions? Is pygmy the preferred nomenclature? I believe it's the archaic nomenclature. I don't think they'd be called pygmies nowadays.
I wouldn't even attempt it.
In fact, I think it
attempt
may get my stream cancelled. There's a chance.
I think they're called zombies now. Prophetic.
They are.
Apathetic.
Tanned Tombies is what they're called now. Tombi Americans.
So that means Tombi is it's going to turn into one by becoming American.
Perhaps, you never know. Right, let's carry on. So, turn to 92. As the path proceeds northwards, the grass becomes shorter and the ground starts to rise gently. Ahead, you hear the sound of a flowing river. However, much more ominous, you also hear another sound. Above you, in the sky, a loud, buzzing noise. Suddenly, a swarm of large bees, each some 10 centimeters long, is hovering directly above you. You may try to run to the water ahead and dive in, stand and fight, or drink a potion of insect control if you have one. Well, it just so happens that you do have a potion of insect control, so you can try that if you want.
I think I'm going to drink it. Uh-oh.
Adventure sheet.
Yep.
And we will turn to 100. As you reach into your backpack, you realize with horror that the large buzzing insects above you are killer bees. You grab the potion of insect control and gulp it down. Sorry, you gulp down its contents. The killer bees dive down to attack you, but are suddenly repelled, though they have hit an invisible screen. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble. It's like the delay has gotten wider. They hover all around you, buzzing loudly, but do not sting you. With new heart, you draw your sword and swing it through the air. You catch one of the killer bees and it falls to the ground. You step on it with your leather sandal, and the others then fly off into the distance. You continue northwards towards the sound of flowing water. Well done.
Nice.
That was easy.
That was easy.
You soon reach the bank of a gently flowing river. You see that the path continues north over the river via a rickety old wooden bridge. If you wish to cross the river by the bridge, turn to 65. If you do not want to trust the bridge and would rather cross the river holding your backpack out of the water to keep the contents dry, turn to 75.
Cross the river by the bridge, turn to 65. You don't wish to trust the bridge. Would you rather cross the river holding... Let's try crossing the bridge.
The bridge is in a terrible state of repair, but you managed to cross it safely. Well, that was lucky. You are at the foot of some hills and it's getting darker as night closes in. You pitch camp behind some rocks to the left of the path and settle down to sleep with your sword by your side. You have been asleep for about an hour when a terrifying howl wakes you up with a start. You put new wood on the glowing embers of the fire and urge it back into life. You notice that there is a full moon in the sky. With your back to the rocks and the fire in front of you, you stand and wait with your sword drawn. Soon you are aware you are being watched, and then you see 3 pairs of eyes ahead of you, glowing red in the light of the fire. Another howl pierces the night air, followed by deep growls. Slowly, the 3 pairs of eyes advance towards you, and from out of the shadows, 3 wolves are ready to leap on you. They attack you one at a time. They have skills ranging from 7 to 8 and staminas ranging from 7 to 9. So we'll have to go with the first wolf, second wolf, third wolf. So let's get your adventure sheet up and get ready to start this battle.
All right.
The first wolf has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 7. So that's where we'll start. Okay, so let's do this.
All right.
You know the drill by now.
Yep.
2d6 for the enemy. 5 and a 4 gives them 16. And a 3 and a 2 gives you 17. Oh, you've just managed to win that battle round by 1 point. So we'll reduce their stamina down to 5. Would you like to continue or test your luck?
Continue.
Okie dokie. 2d6 then.
Ooh.
6 and a 4 gives them 17. And 2 for yourself. A 5 and a 4 gives you 21. You definitely won that attack round, and that's brought them down to a stamina of 3. Test your luck or carry on?
Carrying on.
2d6 for the enemy, please.
Woo.
3 and a 1 gives them 11. And a 6 and a 4 gives you 22. Well done. That brings their stamina down to 1. And test your luck or carry on?
Carrying on.
2d6. That gives them 15. And yourself?
Oh.
5 and a 1 gives you 18. So you've beat back that first wolf. And we'll move on to the second wolf, which has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 7. So 2d6. Wow. 1 and a 2 gives them 11. And 2 for yourself. 2 4s gives you 20. You definitely won that attack round.
Oh, yes.
And gives them a stamina of 5. Carrying on, I guess?
Carrying on.
Okie dokie. A 6 and a 3 gives them 17.
Oh, this is going to be tough.
2 for yourself. 4 and a 3 gives you 19.
Oh.
Yeah, no worries. Giving them a stamina of 3. Carrying on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 2d6. 5 and a 1 gives them 14. And 2 for yourself. 2 and a 4 gives you 18. Which means they now have a stamina of 1. Carrying on.
Yep.
Okie dokie, 2d6. 4 and a 1 gives them 13. And 2 for yourself, please. 3 and a 4 gives you 19. You've won the attack round. You've beaten back wolf number 2. And so we're on to the last wolf, which has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 9.
It's gonna be rough, y'all.
I doubt it. You're doing really well. 2d6 for the enemy. 2 5s gives them 17. And a 5 and a 2 gives you 19. You win the attack round, bringing them down to 7. Carrying on.
Yep.
2d6. 3 and a 2 gives them 12. And 2 and a 5. Sorry, a 3 and a 5 gives you 20. Bringing their stamina down to 5.
And we're cracking on, so.
Okie dokie. Carry on.
Ooh.
5 and a 6 gives them 18. 2 for yourself. 2 and a 5 gives you 19. So well done. You won by 1 point.
Wow.
Bringing their stamina down to 3. If we're cracking on. 2 and a 6 gives them 15. 2 for yourself. 6 and a 4. You're definitely winning with those scores.
Then one more.
Yep, one more. 3 and a 1. This has got to win. That gives them 11. 4 and a 1 gives you 17, which means you win the attack round. You've beaten all 3 wolves. Congratulations, yet again. Another success.
Woo!
How you feeling out there, Abe? Hey? How you feeling? Abe?
Is he okay?
I'm pretty sure he's okay.
Uh-oh, why, what's wrong?
Oh, he hasn't said anything. It's just that your luck is just, you know, all these rolls. He tends to get the shittest rolls ever. And
everybody put F's in the chat for Abe.
F's in the chat for Abe. Right then, you won the battle, so let's turn to 116. Eventually, you manage to get back to sleep, but are awake early. In the morning light, you notice a gold-studded leather collar around the neck of the largest wolf. It must be worth 15 gold pieces. Putting the collar in your backpack, you wonder who the wolf's owner might be. You collect your belongings and head north along the path. So I'm going to just add that. The gold collar, which is 15 gold. So essentially, you've got 30 gold now, because it's worth 15 gold pieces.
So I pretty much got my gold back.
Yeah, pretty much. How'd you like them apples?
I know.
Let's turn to 314. Okay, the ground is quite steep as the path wends its way up in the hills. By the time you reach the top of the hill, the sun is quite hot. All around In the distance, you see the tight circle of Darkwood Forest. Mist still hangs in the tall grasses behind you, but ahead you see a valley floor bathed in sunlight. All is quiet. As you start down the far side of the hill, you notice a small wooden hut to the right of the path with its door slightly open. If you want to enter the hut, turn to 294. If you wish to press on northwards, turn to 288.
Let's investigate this hut.
Okay. The hut consists of one room containing a fireplace, a wooden bed, a table with 2 chairs, and a washing bowl, a wooden chest, and shelves crammed end to end with birds' eggs. There is a lot of dust on the floor, and the room does not appear to have been lived in for months. Will you rummage through the fireplace, open the wooden chest, or leave the room and carry on northwards?
Let's rummage the fireplace.
There is a fire-blackened copper kettle in the ashes of the fire, which you pick up to inspect. You remove the lid and find a gold ring with a large emerald set into it. It has a value of 15 gold pieces. You are very fortunate and may add 2 luck points. Happy with your new treasure, you decide to ignore the wooden chest and leave the room and continue northwards. Wow. This is the lucky... You currently hold the record for luckiest game played. Because you are now maxed out and you have a emerald ring.
That's like 15 more... yeah.
Yeah, 15 more gold. Holy cow. Unbelievable. That's how lucky you are. You don't need... The book is telling you don't need any more fucking luck. Forget about the wooden chest. We're going north. Walking down the hill path, you see the valley floor stretching out ahead, and beyond that, the sinister wall of trees, Darkwood. On the other side of the trees lies Stonebridge, your journey's end. As you reach the foot of the hills, you see many large boulders lying around on either side of the path. You are amazed to see one of the larger ones gently rocking from side to side, like a leaf in a breeze. Hang on, that's not right. You wish to investigate the boulder. If you wish to investigate the boulder, turn to 84. If you would rather head north into the valley, turn to 245.
Let's investigate the boulder.
Oh, that might not be the best of decisions, but you've chosen now. Yeah, that's what I thought. As you approach the boulder, you are even more surprised to see that it suddenly rises up on what appear to be 2 stumpy stone legs, then 2 stone arms with huge club-shaped fists spring out of its sides. You stare in disbelief as the boulder lumbers towards you and raises one of its great stone fists. You snap out of your bewilderment and draw your sword to fight the boulder beast. It has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 11. If you win, turn to 146. You may escape after 3 attack rounds by running north down the path into the valley, turning to 245. So, remember that you can escape if you wish to, but otherwise we'll start the...
Crack on.
Yeah, we'll start the battle.
Let's do it.
With a skill of 8 and a stamina of 11. Yeah, that's right. And we'll just get rid of the other music behind there. Okay, so you know the drill by now.
Yep.
2d6 for the enemy. 5 and 3 gives them 16.
Yeah, sorry. I mean to do that early.
That's okay. Don't worry. I can kind of catch up. 3 and 4 gives you 19, which means you win the attack round. Well done. Test your luck or carry on.
Carrying on.
Okie dokie. 2d6.
Oh.
5 and 4 gives them 17. And 2 for yourself. A 4 and a 6 gives you 22. Winning the attack round, bringing their stamina down to 7. Okay, carrying on. 5 and a 1 gives them 14. And 2 for yourself. 5 and a 3 gives you 20. You win the attack round again. Bring their stamina down to 5. Okay, carrying on. 1 and a 3 gives them 12. And 2 and a 3 gives you 17. You win the attack round again. You are like undefeatable. Stamina down to 3, so next attack round, 2d6 for the enemy. A 1 and a 6 gives them 15. And 2 for yourself.
Uh-oh.
3 and a 2 gives you 17.
Oh, there you go.
That's not bad. You win the attack round. They're at 1. Would you like to test your luck? Or okay,
nope.
We're carrying on.
Oh, here we go.
A 5 and a 5 gives them 18.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this might be something.
A 2 and a 5 gives you 19. You've won by 1 point. The damaging blow. And yes, you win. Congratulations yet again. No defeating Mags. No defeating her. So you've won against the Boulder Beast. Congratulations. Like, the stats that you've rolled, you are just completely undefeatable. And so here we go. Turning to 146. Sorry, what did you say?
No, Crimson Shadow said another dead enemy.
Did aye. He's from Scotland, by the way, so another dead enemy.
Oh, nice. Hey, Wingus Dingus.
Wingus Dingus is here. Welcome, buddy. It's a pleasure to see you. Thank you for joining us in the chat. Hail and welcome. Anyway, carrying on with the story. You look at the broken rock pile around your feet and wonder how such a beast ever came into being. Perhaps from the misused power of an evil elementalist. You will never know. If you wish to take a piece of stone that was part of the Boulder Beast for later examination, note it on your equipment list. You now return to the path and head north down to the valley. Would you like to take a piece of the stone?
Yep, I will take it.
Okay, piece of rock beast.
Abe says, call it a night and skip to the last page. She's going to
Hey, it depends. Look, realistically, it does depend on how long you can play for. Because these books do tend, as I've come to realize over the last 18 shows, is that these books do tend to go on a bit if you don't take the right paths. And so it depends on how long you can play for, whether or not we have to end the stream and continue it at some other point. So she may not win this show. So who knows? But she's winning at the moment. Right then. So turning to 245. Arriving on the valley floor, you find that the path splits. So would you like to go north, west, or east?
Let's go east.
Leading along the quiet valley floor, the path comes to an end at a junction. The way leads back into the hills, so you decide against it and head north. Well, that wasn't much of a choice.
I know.
The valley floor is green and pleasant, and you wonder why such a tranquil place should be home to so many loathsome creatures. Walking along the path, you see in the distance the portly shape of a balding man dressed in long brown robes, heading in your direction. As he gets closer, you see that he is a friar. Will you start a conversation with him, or walk past him with a nod of the head?
I say start conversation.
Okay. The friar is very nervous and jittery and shuffles from side to side as you start to speak. You ask him why he's so distraught, and he tells you that his sacred brass bell has been stolen. As payment for its return, he's willing to offer a magic healing potion. Do you have a brass bell? If you do, turn to 184. If you do not, turn to 243. Well, you don't. So We'll go there.
Mm-hmm.
You tell him that you're sorry, but you have not seen his brass bell. The poor old friar frowns and then asks you if you would like to give him 1 gold piece for a good cause. If you do, turn to 166. If you don't wish to make a donation, turn to 33.
Yeah, give him a gold piece.
Okay, good for you. Okay, I'm going to take 1 away from you gold. You now have 14 gold, but keeping in mind you have a gold collar and an emerald ring, which are worth 15 gold pieces each.
Right.
The friar smiles and says, "Bless you." He bows and sets off south along the path, whistling as he goes. Add 2 luck points and head north. Well, I can't give you any more luck because you're maxed out. But nevertheless, well done. Good for you. In the distance, you see the dark brown wall of trees looming up before you. The path leads directly into Darkwood Forest and soon starts to twist and turn between tangled roots and bushes. The path eventually splits. Will you go north or head west?
Let's try west.
Your walk west is arduous but uneventful. You pass 2 branches off the path leading south, which you ignore. Eventually, you arrive at a junction. Again, ignoring south, you head north.
There you go.
I wonder why it's making the choices for you. Amidst the trees to the left of the path, you see a small stone building covered with ivy and moss. If you wish to examine the building, turn to 391. If you wish to carry on north along the path, turn to 112.
Examine the building.
Jack falls asleep as Mag wins the next 23 combats. I assume that's the friar that you were talking about just now.
Friar Tuck, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
reasons why D&D went to point by: 1 player would be a godkin while everyone else would be peasants with rolling stats. Yes. What was you going to ask, Mags?
Examine the building.
Okie dokie. The building measures only 3 meters by 3 meters and has no windows. The door is made of stone and looks very solid. There is no handle, and there does not appear to be... there does not appear that there is another way to enter the building. You notice that there is a tiny keyhole in the stone door. Do you possess a silver key?
Nope,
No?
I don't.
So we'll turn to 379. So you may either try to charge the door down or return to the path.
Let's try charging the door. Let's see what that does.
You step back and then charge at the door. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than both your luck and skill scores, The door flies open.
What?
Well, so you've got a skill and a luck of 12 at the moment, right?
Right.
What it's asking you is to roll 2d6. If the number is equal to or less than, then you're basically lucky and it flies open. So you're going to be lucky because you've got a stamina, a skill and luck of 12. You can't get more than 12 on 2d6. So that's the end of that. You don't even need to roll.
No, not really.
So we will turn to 327. Inside, you see stone stairs leading down from the door into the gloomy depths. You cannot see a thing down the stairs. If you wish to descend the stairs, turn to 351. However, if you wish to leave the building, return to the path and head north, turn to 112.
351, but don't I have an ability to use some light too, if needed?
You do have a ring of light, but as I said, the book will tell you when it's relevant to use it.
Okay.
I don't.
Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead. 351 then.
And Bend Over in the chat. Welcome, mate. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Steve is asking, is this God mode?
Apparently.
She broke the game.
Yeah, I did.
She's Conan the Magsbarian. Okay, then. Down the stairs we go. It looks like a crypt of some kind. You step carefully down the stone stairs, feeling your way as you go. Slowly, your eyes become accustomed to the dark and you begin to make out shapes at the bottom of the stairs. You are standing in a small square room with a low ceiling. The floor is thick with dust and there are cobwebs everywhere. In the middle of the room there is what appears to be a large stone box measuring approximately 2 meters by 1 meter. The top is a great stone slab. Along one of the rough stone walls you find a small alcove with a candle in it. You may either light the candle or walk back up the stairs, return to the path and head north.
Light the candle.
The light from the candle casts eerie shadows around the room. In the yellow light, you see the face of an old man carved into the stone slab on top of the box. Then you notice the leg of a skeleton protruding from the shadows in the far corner of the room. You walk over to the skeleton to inspect it. The skeleton is small and the skull has sharp protruding teeth. It could be the skeleton of either a goblin or an orc. You walk over to the stone box. The slab on top of it looks as if it could be removed. If you wish to try to lift the stone slab, turn to 95. If you wish to ignore the slab, return to the path and head north, turn to 112.
Now, why is Rick saying use the ring when the...
He doesn't get it.
Oh.
Yeah, Rick, the story will tell when to use the ring.
I'm confused. Like, wait a minute. I will go ahead and lift the stone slab. See what this does.
You try with all your might to move the stone slab, but it will not budge. Do you have any dust of levitation?
Nope.
If you do, turn to 173. If you don't, turn to 168. Oh no, there is nothing more you can do in this room, and so you decide to walk back up the stairs and return to the path.
Boo! Alright.
And I can tell you that had you found the bell and given it to the friar, you would have been given the dust of levitation. The path presses on northwards, through the dense trees, then makes a sudden turn to the right and heads east. The path is so overgrown in places that you have to use your sword to cut through it. Your walk east is long and tiring. At last, you reach a junction in the path. Looking at Big Leg's map, you decide to head north again in the direction of Stonebridge and ignore the narrow path continuing east.
All right.
Turn to 103. The path opens out into a small clearing. To your right, you see a pile of branches, grass, and pieces of rag, the lair of some large creature. Amongst the debris and old bones scattered about, you catch sight of something glittering. If you want to look more closely, turn to 57. If you wish to hurry north along the path, turn to 360.
Let's look more closely. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
You walk over to investigate the lair, but are suddenly aware of a dark shadow being cast all about you. You hear a loud roar above you, and you look up to see a dragon-like creature with legs and green scaly skin flying down to its lair. A bolt of fire shoots from its mouth towards you. Test your luck. If you're lucky, the firebolt misses you and explodes by your feet. Turn to 132. If you're unlucky, the firebolt slams into your back, knocking you to the ground. Right, so one thing I've forgotten to do is you did do a luck test previously and you were lucky, but I forgot to remove one of your luck points. So you've got to roll 2d6 and you've got to get 11 or below.
Okay.
So unless you roll 2 6s, you're going to be lucky. There we go. Job's a good one. You were lucky. We've now got a current luck of 10. And we can see that we turn to 132. The creature landing in front of you is a wyvern. It looks at you, opens its huge mouth, and lets out another burning roar. It's about 10 meters long, and its thick scales look hard to penetrate with your sword. Do you possess a flute? If you do, turn to 258, but you don't, so we'll turn to 167. The wyvern's long tail swishes from side to side, and smoke curls up from its nostrils. You draw your sword and prepare to fight this fearsome monster. There's no escape from this. It's got a skill of 10 and a stamina of 11. So I'm just adding that now. This could be a more of an interesting battle, I think.
An actual challenge here?
Perhaps. So let's start the battle. And as you well know by now, we start each... Oh, shit. We start each attack round by rolling 2d6 for the enemy.
Yep. Ready?
Yep. Let's crack on. Holy cow!
Here we go. Starting off already.
This is a tough enemy. Gives them 22.
Uh-oh.
And a 4 and a 2 gives you 18.
I will probably lose this one.
Who knows? There we go. That means you lose the attack round. We'll take your stamina down to 21. Do you want to test your luck or carry on?
Carry on.
Okay, 2d6. 2 and a 3 gives them 15. 2 for yourself. 5 and a 5 gives you 22. Roll reversal.
I know, a little bit there.
We'll bring their stamina down to 9.
So crack it on.
Okay, 2d6. 6 and a 2 gives them 18. And 2 for yourself. That's a 3 and a 4 gives you 19. You barely won that one. Barely. Bring their stamina down to 7. Cracking on. A 5 and a 2 gives them 17. And 2 for yourself. A 5 and a 1 gives you 18. You barely won again.
Yep, hanging on.
You did win. Bringing their stamina down to 5. Ooh, a 6 and a 4 gives them 20. A 6 and a 1 gives you 19. You lose that attack round. So we'll bring your stamina down to 19. Test your luck or carry on?
Carrying on.
2d6. 5 and a 1 gives them 16. And a 3 and a 4 gives you 19. You win the attack round. And that brings their stamina down to 3. Carrying on.
Carrying on.
6 and a 1 gives them 17. 2 for yourself. Well, it's a 6 and a 5 or a 6 and a 6. It doesn't really matter. You get 23 or 24. You definitely win the attack round against their 17. And that brought their stamina down to 1.
Here we go.
Oh, 6 and a 5 gives them 21. A 6 and a 4 though gives you 22. You barely won, but you did do it.
Win.
Congratulations. You did it again.
I did.
That was hardly any effort at all, really. You took a little bit of damage. You could eat one of your provisions, bring yourself up to... it wouldn't waste any of the points either, bringing you back up to 23.
You know what? I might eat a provision. That might be a good idea, just to do that.
Okay. So I'm going to make you eat a provision now. You've got 8 provisions left. I'm bringing your stamina back up to 23. Congratulations, you did it. You won the round.
There you go.
What's people saying there in the chat? Use luck for a faster kill. Yeah. Woohoo! Indeed, a win is a win. I think this was the story that I came closest to completing. Godspeed, Mags. You can do it. Yes, actually,
you, Abe.
Abe was the closest to getting to page 400, which is the last page of the book. Basically, it's the winning page. Time for another meal. Yep, just done that. Watch out for cursed items. And Abe giving you a round of applause there.
Oh.
Right, so you walk around the motionless wyvern and start rummaging through its lair, and the surrounding debris. You find a gauntlet made of plate iron, a throwing knife, 10 gold pieces, and a gold ring. You put the knife and gold pieces in your backpack. Will you try on the gauntlet, try on the gold ring, or leave these items and head north along the path? So first of all, I just want to put the knife and the gold pieces in your backpack. So you now have 24 in gold. And is it a throwing knife? Sorry. Yeah, throwing knife.
Yeah, I guess it's a throwing knife. It just says knife. It doesn't really say. Yeah, it says throwing knife. Yeah.
Okay, I've added those to your adventure sheet. So, what will you do? Will you try on the ring or the gauntlet or
white iron,
or leave them and walk along the path?
Let's try on the gauntlet. Let's see what that is. Uh-oh.
You slip the gauntlet onto your hand and take hold of your sword. Slicing through the air with it, you feel more skilled than usual with the... Sorry, you feel more usually skilled with your weapon. You now possess a gauntlet of weapon skill, which will allow you to add 1 point to all future dice rolls. Do you know what, as well? You've been using that bracelet as skill, and we haven't been adding to your skill scores even still.
And I'm still winning.
And you're still winning. We can add this to your equipment list. If you wish to try on the gold ring, you can turn to 133. If you would rather ignore the ring, or have already tried it on, you must head north along the path.
You know what? Let's try on the gold ring. See what that does.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, you've already made your choice now. You have a gauntlet of strength, which could probably... So, the one thing I will say is, when using these power enabling bracelets, gauntlets, whatever, you can only use one at a time. So it's not like you can add 2 to your current skill score. You can only either choose to wear the bracelet of skill or the gauntlet of strength, or whichever gives the highest, I guess.
Okay.
But you've decided to try on the ring.
Yep.
Slipping the ring on your middle finger, you are suddenly gripped by an agonizing pain. Eventually, the pain subsides, but you are unable to take off the ring. You are wearing a cursed ring of slowness, which will force you to subtract 2 points from all future dice rolls when computing your own attack strength during combat. Note this on your equipment list. If you wish to try on the gauntlet, you've already done that, so we'll turn to 360.
Everybody's saying use a backtrack, but I've already used the backtrack.
Already used it. Yeah, sorry.
She can't make an infinity gauntlet.
Well, hang on. So, you're currently wearing a cursed ring.
Right. And the gauntlet.
Yes, or the bracelet of skill, whichever one. So, one of the monetization options is... Where's it gone? Excuse me.
Yes, so Crimson Shadow said, can we tip a backtrack?
Yes, you can actually. So if you tip £10, or so if you tip £10, that is enough to return a lifeline. So if someone wants to just tip £10 right now, it will return a lifeline that you choose. However, if you collectively donate up to £10, she can draw from that pot and return herself a lifeline. So I'm going to give you a minute. I'm going to give you a minute to sort of have a think about it, see if we can get any donations. And that may give you back a lifeline, because it takes a little bit of time for the tip to come through.
Right.
So we'll just take a little bit of a pause here, and have yourself a drink, refresh.
And not only that, guys, wouldn't you help a damsel in distress?
Funnily enough,
oh gosh,
I don't actually remember what the last page was.
Oh gosh, can you go back?
I can't just click backwards. That's not how the hyperlinks work. That's why I have to keep a track in the spreadsheet, basically. But because you have used your backtrack, I haven't been keeping track.
Oh.
So what I'll have to do is, if a backtrack is granted, I will have to just try and find a paragraph we're familiar with and sort of go through all the choices that you've made so far.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to give it a little bit of time.
Yeah, okay, so Rick Cleary says page 360 was the backtrack.
Okay.
So maybe...
No, because it's saying here, you must walk north again along the path, turning to 360. So we're looking for the wyvern, really.
So let me see something real quick. I might be able to find it. Go a little bit if I go back on the stream.
No, I see what you're saying, Atom. If you want to do that, if one of you wants to sort of go back and see what it is, but no one's donated yet, so you may not get the opportunity to use the backtrack.
So it would be page 374. So I just went back on the stream. That's what I did. So.
Okay, then. So as soon as that comes through, then it's a £10 one-time donation, or if several people donate up to £10, then that also counts.
Help a girl out! Oh my gosh.
But you are still looking for the hammerhead. Don't forget.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So hopefully you'll find the hammerhead.
Hammerhead shark.
Okay, so Rick Clear is saying that he's in for 5 if anyone else wants to sort of... Yeah, what's happened?
Uh-oh.
Well, Ben Dover has been gracious enough...
Yay, Ben Dover!
To tip £10.
Yay!
So I'm guessing you want to restore your backtrack, use the backtrack, and we'll go back to 374 and
Yay,
not try
Ben,
on the ring.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm removing the cursed ring from your thingamabob.
Yep.
We're going back to 374. Where is it?
Yep, there it is.
Okay, so we go back to 374, and instead of trying on the gold ring... Okay, so Rick was kind of right. We just turned to 360 anyway, but without the ring.
I love what Steve. I love what Steve says. And don't try on any more jewelry. I can't help it, guys. It's shiny.
I like shiny things too. I'm a magpie.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Ben Dover, for the donation. We truly appreciate all the support and helping a girl out. So thanks once again for the donation, and here we go to page 360. Oh, what's going on here?
Uh-oh.
Walking along the narrow path, you suddenly hear the sharp crack of a twig breaking and the whispering of low voices. You draw your sword and wait anxiously with your back to a large oak tree. Then, from behind the trees opposite you, step 4 men and a woman dressed in green tunics. Each looks menacing, and they stand with their swords and axes in hand. The young woman steps forward and tells you that you're trespassing on their territory and that you must pay a levy of 5 objects from your backpack or face the consequences. If you wish to give them what they want, turn to 279. If you would rather spit on the ground and reply and fight them, turn to 104.
5 objects. Wow.
Right, so in your adventure sheet right now, 5 objects that you could give them. Well, is anything there, basically? You might not want to give them the ebony handle.
Right.
You've got a potion of healing, a ring of light, boots of leaping, a rope of climbing, plant control potion, anti-poison, fire capsules, bracelet of skill, a gold collar, emerald ring, a piece of the rock beast, a throwing knife, or the gauntlet of strength. But if you don't wish to give any of those items, you can choose to fight them.
And how many are there? There was 4 men and a woman?
Let's have a look. Yes, four men and 1 woman.
4 men and 1 woman.
They look menacing.
Maybe I'll give them stuff.
Okay, well then you must choose 5 items to take away.
Okay. How about the pot of anti-poison?
Okay.
That's 1. Fire capsule, that's 2.
Yeah.
We don't have the cursed ring anymore, Bendover, because of your backtrack.
But you could give away either the bracelet of skill or the gauntlet of strength, because they both do exactly the same thing.
That's true. Get rid of the gauntlet of strength. That's 3.
Hang on a minute. Let me just turn to the page before you continue.
Yeah, like, hold on 1 second.
Treat all the items in your backpack as single objects, including each gold piece. Now, you see, this is what I'm thinking. So that means that you could give them 5 gold.
I would much rather do that than give them all of my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just go back a second then.
Oh, Rick is saying we have the ring, but just never put it on. How does that even work? Oh.
No.
Oh.
No, you don't.
Okay. The pot of anti-poison, the free capsule, and we don't have, yeah. So I think that was it.
So each gold piece is an item. Would you like to give them 5 gold pieces?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you now have 19 gold.
Okay.
There we go. That's much easier. The bandit woman takes the items from you and steps back to let you pass. Hang on. To let you pass. You head north again and soon notice the trees beginning to thin out on either side. Eventually, the path leads out of the trees into a ploughed field. You are out of Darkwood Forest.
Okay.
Okay. The path leads through the field into a stone bridge over a clear stream. Beyond the bridge are small cottages, wooden huts of wooden huts of a village. A sign on the bridge reads Stonebridge. You cross the bridge and see 2 old dwarves with long white beards standing by a cottage looking at you. Do you have the hammerhead and handle with the letter G inscribed in them? If you do, turn to 400, and this is where Abe got to. So you now share the same. You now share the same sort of achievement as Abe. You are both now the closest to get to 400, but unfortunately.
We have to go to 381.
You don't possess the head of the hammer. You got the handle, but you don't possess the head. So, you possess neither or only one of these items, turning to 381.
Okay.
You have failed in your quest to help the dwarves. Being unable to face Gillibrand, their king, you decide to head east and find a place to rest after your perilous adventure. Perhaps you may try again. If you do, you must walk around Darkwood Forest as you head back to Yastromo's tower to purchase more of his magical items. So, unless you want to, like, forget, if you want to just go, fuck it, I'm ending the journey here, I don't care. But if you want to continue your journey, you've got to walk around Darkwood Forest, and we can continue to 98.
You know, I'm gonna have to end it here because it is 8 o'clock my time.
No, you can. The thing is, you can. We can end the stream here, but we can continue the journey on another visit to the show. Like, I'll bring you back on, and we can continue.
Oh, the journey. Okay. So it'll be like same stats and everything.
Everything will be the same. We'll just continue where. So, what I'm going to encourage you to do before you decide anything else is to turn to page 98.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it. Yep.
On your long walk around Darkwood Forest, you are attacked by a large group of wild hillmen. Probably the same group who attacked Big Leg and his party 2 days earlier. Test your luck. If you are lucky, you manage to run away from them without being hit by a rain of arrows which falls about you, and we will go back to the very beginning of the book. If you are unlucky, you slip and fall as you run, pierced by many arrows, and your adventure ends here. So, roll 2d6, please, and you have to get 10 or below.
All right, guys. Drum roll, please. All right, 2d6?
2d6, 10 or below.
All right, let's go.
And you've done it! Well done. We'll reduce your current luck score down to 9.
Okay.
And yes, so we'll go all the way back to the beginning of the book, turning to page 1. So you're now back at Yastromo's tower, and unfortunately, because we've run out of time, we will end your journey here for now.
Yep. I'll see you guys on the next chapter or installment of this journey. I like this. This has been fun.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. Everyone usually says that after they've played this, but it's very good to bring on someone who hasn't played the books before, and they go through it, and you're doing so well at the moment as well. And I can't wait actually to bring you back onto the show to see you do it all over again. But now you should have made some notes, right?
I made some notes, but I was hard to keep up with a lot of it. So
one thing that I will say is,
I will probably have to listen back to the stream to kind of or at least kind of remember some of the stuff, and kind of make some notes that way, because I was more getting into the moment more than just I was trying to keep up, but then I wasn't necessarily. After a certain point, it was starting to get a little jumbled, so I will have to re-listen.
One of the critical things in this journey is getting a potion, the potion of levitation. That is critical. You need to get that. So that's a little hinty hint for next time, because you have done so well during this stream. I'm so amazed by your luck. I'm glad to hear you've enjoyed the stream. And I guess it's time to end your journey here for now.
Yep.
shortly, I'm going to be kicking you into the back so we can just have a quick chat before you have to skedaddle.
Okay.
But before I do that, I'm going to ask you to please shill your wares.
Well, I have to say first, thank you, Jack, for reaching out to me. I know the first round didn't work because of my unfortunate circumstances at the time. So thank you for being patient and bearing with me through some tough situations there. But thank you, chat. This has been wonderful. I love all the participation. This has been fun. I have never done this before. So I think it's super helpful that I rolled really excellent, really good stats. So it's really helped at least give me a good start on this journey with this. I hope Mags beats me. Oh, it's just fun. This is for fun, Abe. Who knows? Next go around, I may not have all the luck. I may have terrible luck. So there you go. That would just be my kind of luck. And don't try on any shiny jewelry. I can't help it, y'all. I'm a girl. So, but anyway,
Crimson Shadow seems to think that you needed the holy water.
Well, who knows? Maybe I might need it next time. Who knows how things will go? But thank you guys. Of course, you can find me anywhere and everywhere on Twitter, Twitch, Kick, of course, YouTube. I've kind of paused some things on YouTube because I'm having some video issues going on in the background. Anyway, I will try to keep everybody abreast of what's going on there. And try to put some shorts on there so you guys can see the shenanigans that ensue of what I do. But of course, you can catch me tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. I will be playing Final Fantasy X for Final Fantasy Fridays, and that's on Twitch and Kick. So you can find me there. And thank you again so much, Jack. I'm looking forward to the next rounds of this, and hopefully it won't be too long. But of course, you have probably plenty of people you have lined up. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great one.
I've got several people who need to come back and continue their journeys. Yeah. Yes. All of Magitek Mags links are in the description down below. Perfect. It has been, yes, Crimson, PayPal is trustworthy. Okay, it is. They pay me out, so yeah. It has been an absolute pleasure, Mags, to have you on the show. I have truly appreciated this episode, basically. But for now, unfortunately, your journey is paused here. So until next time, thank you for being on, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Take care. And as for me, I am Jack Tarlad. You can find me on all of my socials at Jack Tarlad. If you look in the description, you can also find my Read and Roll channel on Rumble. And if you wouldn't mind going over there and subscribing, following, doing all the stuff and things over there, these shows get replayed on Rumble anyway. So you can, if you missed it this time, it'll get replayed on Rumble. What are we doing? Monday night, it will be the Crash stream on Monday at 10 o'clock. On Tuesday night, I believe, it could be the very final episode of JTL Plays GTA Vice City. Then Wednesday, we have the Hump Day Chinwag at 8 o'clock British time. And then next Thursday, it's back to Read and Roll. And so thank you to everyone who's joined us in the chat. And thank you to all of our wonderful supporters and donators. Thank you for contributing to the adventurer's journey. But until next time, join us again in the Library of Legend for another episode of Read and Roll. But until next time, take care. Good night.